Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Personal Picks. We're back with some more Phoenix Wright, Spirit of Justice.
We're about to discover some horrible things.
Horrible!
Because we found a potential dead body moment.
It's cadaverific.
We're gonna talk through these.
I forgot. I am having one of those derp moments.
Hey, to be fair, you skipped your line.
Yeah. So the doctor died in an accident?
I received a call this morning saying Dr. Buff had been found dead under a pile of books.
I don't think that's what he...
Are you sure he didn't die with his cheeks up?
I don't think that's what he meant when he said heavy reading.
Yeah. He died doing what he loved. Lifting things double cheeked up.
He died as he lived, morbidly obese.
Not by his name.
No.
This morning, talk about bad timing. You mentioned that he had fallen off a ladder.
Right. We believe he fell from the top of that big ladder there. It's a long way up. Apparently, he triggered an avalanche of books while fumbling to reach one. And that sent him headlong and on a fatal fall onto the hard floor.
How sad. Killed by his own books. But at least he was doing something he loved.
He died as he lived, getting crushed by words.
For a scholar, I suppose it's kind of like a soldier being killed in the line of duty. You could say he died an honorable death.
Yes, he shall be welcomed into Valhalla. Emma, who was the first one to discover the body?
About that. Whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous.
What?
It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, being a wanted man and all. What now, Dirk? A dead man can't exactly hand over the orb.
We'll just have to find it. It must be around here somewhere.
Just to fill you in, Emma, we're actually here to get something. I wanted to look at something, and I got
What do you
punished.
think you're doing? You can't just poke around without my permission.
I guess I should ask her what's going on first. Fine!
I love it when the game just tells you, no, no, no. You have to do things in correct order.
I'll point it out from here then. The astrolabe. Looks perfectly like an orb in the middle. Pops here had an agreement with the doctor. The doctor was supposed to hand over a sacred relic known as the Founder's Orb.
Pops!
Oh, I see. That could be a problem considering he's dead. Do you have a plan B?
I have an agreement in writing. My compatriot Dat should have it.
Well, there shouldn't be any problems then. So, who is this gentleman you're escorting?
Oh, right. I haven't introduced you yet. This is Dirk. He's from the Kingdom of Kurine.
All the way from Wright, huh? So, what do you do there?
I used to practice law, but I'm taking a break from it. I'm focused now on making Kurine a better place through volunteer work.
Sure. Volunteer work, huh? How interesting.
Well, it's not technically a lie.
So, how do you two know each other?
Oh, he's sort of my foster father.
Come again?
Yeah, and he's Prosecutor Sedmatty's real father, too!
What? You mean you and Prosecutor Salmati? I'm so sorry. It seems you've had quite a life.
Guess she's put a few things together.
Actually, Dirk, you look kind of familiar. Have we met before?
Not that I recall.
great. She must have seen that news report on TV. It will really complicate things if she figures out he's a wanted man. There are lots of guys who look like him. Sure you're not mistaking him for someone else?
Are there really? I mean, a middle-aged man with long hair and an eye patch? You don't see that every day.
And a coin for the eye patch cup? Well, I'm sure you're just imagining things.
So what does that secret relic you're searching for look like? I mean, there's lots of stuff in here that's old and relic-y.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I have no idea what it actually looks like.
So then, how are we supposed to find it?
That I do not know either. We'll just have to go through each candidate one by one.
Great plan of attack there, Dirk. Well, Emma, do you mind if we give this room a once-over?
I guess not. But in exchange, you're going to help me with my investigation.
Sure, it can't hurt.
Ooh, I can't wait to get started. It'll be like hunting for buried treasure.
Now I get to look at the astrolabe.
Yes.
Orb! The doctor fell from the top of that ladder. I wasn't pointing at the ladder.
From that height, a fall onto the hard surface would probably kill anyone.
I don't know why anyone would want to climb that high in the first place.
Guess you could say he climbed it all the way to heaven. I guess that's the ladder.
What orb?
You really didn't think it would be that easy, did you?
Yes!
Okay, I will say...
Also, somebody from The World Ends With You wants his glasses back. Actually, I was asking for a pair of red glasses, too.
Oh. Nice.
I think it'd be a little bit too loud, though. There's a pair of glasses on this little pyramid here.
They belong to the doctor. Scientifically speaking, they appear to be your ordinary run-of-the-mill glasses.
Guess they don't pique her interest, scientifically speaking.
Wait, he's dead? No, I don't mean that in a... He's dead? No. Wasn't the guy in The World Ends With You also visible and could talk to you while...
Sunglasses?
With the red glasses in The World Ends With You. Wasn't he just out in the open and able to dialogue with you? I forget.
Your
Anyways.
guess is as good as mine.
Sorry, folks. I'm wondering if they're making that reference. BSIOS. This PC is password protected.
Trucy.
Trucy, do you think your magic can do something about... What?
I don't think I can override a password. Now a locked desk, that I could get into. Like yours back at the office, Molly.
Yikes! I'd better watch that, what I put in there.
What? Do you put weird stuff in your desk? Stuff you don't want anyone to see?
Jeez, are you a mind reader too?
No, but unlocking your thoughts is a cinch. Plus, you wear your emotions on your face like a sleeve, like an open book.
Hey, look, a Shishishito and an orb. It's a gold statue. Looks pretty old too.
I imagine it has great archaeological value. Maybe too great for a private researcher above Dr. Buff's caliber.
I wonder how he got his hands on something like this.
The jar and the scroll from KS38 here.
I see that. Gojira! That's not what I was pointing at! Thanks. A coffee maker and a bunch of coffee cups. You must have taken his coffee breaks here. Oh, there's a filter with old coffee grounds in here. Guess I better clean this up.
What are you doing there, son?
What am I doing? Cleaning this office?
Don't tell me they have you on coffee duty back at the office.
No. It's just if I don't keep the place clean, no one will. What a huge wall relief. Seems to depict a spirit channeling.
Hey, this spirit medium looks like the Holy Mother of Quran.
Yeah, her face was left blank, but the rest is clearly detailed and well crafted.
Did you know some researchers claim that the Holy Mother had 3 eyes? And that her third eye was able to define the truth, just like the gods above? It is said to be on her forehead.
Like you said, you shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I will unlock your third eye.
Face. It's a spiral. Oh my gosh! I am sick of this chapter.
No, you're not.
Clicking when I click on something and it's just going, oh yeah, let's talk about the thing beside the thing you clicked on.
Because it's clearly not supposed to be important.
It's a spiral staircase. And it's connected to the hallway up there. Why'd they have to place the second floor so high up?
Wait, you're not afraid of heights, are you?
Oh, Polly's hilarious around high places. He gets all wobbly like a baby deer taking its first steps. And his face turns as green as a watermelon.
It's not nice to make fun of people's phobias, you know.
I'm not making fun of the phobia, I'm making fun of you.
Come to think of it, the visitor's entrance is on the 2nd floor. What an odd layout for a house.
Hey look, a crystal skull.
Oh, and that suitcase looks familiar too.
That's one big suitcase.
It's not quite the one I was thinking of, but it looks familiar to another one from an earlier game.
It's locked, but is it the doctor's?
No, someone left it here last night.
So the doctor might have had a visitor? What? How can you tell?
Give me a minute, my mouth is full.
He's eating our snackoos, folks.
That sticker there, you only see those on airport luggage. Which means its owner is likely from overseas.
Is there any way to figure out who it belongs to?
Not unless we can open it to see what's inside.
Guess not.
Ha 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 ha.
That's because you're not me. This guy, forensics expert extraordinaire.
Ema! Yzma!
Pull it!
Try as you might, you won't find the word impossible in my forensics has.
Pull the lever, Apollo!
Hey, don't joke, alright?
Is she okay? Is she okay, son? It's like she became an entirely different person.
Oh, that's just what happens when her forensic switch gets flipped.
I actually have a friend who has 2 cats. One of them is named Yzma, the other one's named Pony.
Ha, nice. Jeez. That's not the only switch I apparently flipped with her.
With this, identifying the suitcase's owner will be as easy as pie.
Is that fingerprint powder?
That's right, and there's no greater time than the present to use it. Here we go.
3.
You remember how to do this, right?
I apply the powder to where I think some of the prints might be and blow off the excess off, right?
Exactly. Well, have at it.
Now where would I expect to find prints on a suitcase? Oh gee, maybe a handle. This is slow.
Hey, at least it's not like the old games where you actually had to blow into the microphone. I mean, it ruins the immersion, but at the same time... You're out of powder.
No.
Super
Eh.
Go to the handle at the top.
Let me just double check this. No. Okay.
He probably would have been holding on to it if he was carrying it like that.
Yeah. Bangies.
You might have to turn it around a little bit, and then basically go to town on that location.
I think you're wrong. It's not that location I need to do.
Maybe on the other side too.
Yeah, I think I need a full handprint.
Yeah.
He's... Come on. There we go. And if I need a full handprint, the thumb's missing. Game? Why aren't you giving it to me?
There's actually somewhere else that you have to dust as well.
Okay.
Because that one apparently is not clear enough for a handprint for an animal.
I assume... Oh, please. Goodness gracious.
There is no way. Okay, so there's a blue airplane sticker that you need to use. That you need to do as well.
Why this one?
Look what's underneath.
It looks like the most recent one put on. One of the more recent ones. Oh, I see. Yeah. Maybe when he was putting it down, he put his hand on it. Do a little more. The game's gonna ask you to be picky, eh?
Wish I could just... There we go. Frick's sake.
Yeah, just go to town on that one area. Go to town for red coins. Watch for rolling rocks in 0.5 A button presses. Now try.
Hey, Emma, I've got a pretty clear print here.
Okay, now let me know who you think it could belong to.
Who could it be? It would have to be someone who paid Dr. Buff a visit. That one.
It's Dad's.
Really, Dad's.
Well, yeah, that makes sense, though. He's the only one who really visited, Dr. Buff.
Yeah.
Hooray!
We have a match.
Dad's? Come to think of it, he did stop by to see the doctor, didn't he? To conclude the orb transfer agreement.
So he's the one who forgot his suitcase here.
Where do you suppose he is now?
Haven't heard from him in a while, and he's not answering his phone. Wait, you don't think he left his phone inside his suitcase, do you? I wouldn't put it past that knucklehead.
Actually, I think we may have run into him earlier.
Really? Donut.
A suspicious man had been reported in the area, but when one of my officers approached to question him, he took off like a shot.
What?
Sorry about that. Curanese people aren't all like him, I swear.
probably still in the village somewhere.
Maybe he knows something about the orb.
Right, so keep looking. You're not done looking here yet. There's some sort of machinery inside this clay figure.
Whoa, it's moving!
Exterminate, exterminate, destroy all targets.
Exterminate!
Okay.
Exterminate!
Do I even want to know what this thing is for? Silly Apollo, it's a Dalek. Nazca lines. There are animal drawings on the floor. They look like those famous geoglyph things.
There are lines on the
They remind me of the chalk outlines detectives draw around bodies. And the doctor has just joined them. Now that's what I call dedication to one's field.
I don't think it was on purpose. I'm making a mess.
thinking of this.
Code.
Want me to control while you're eating?
Yes, please. It's a two-tone raincoat.
It's still a bit damp. I think someone might have worn it recently.
I'm still making a mess. Now on myself. Is this a bird?
It looks like an airplane to me.
It's a bird plane. No, there couldn't have been any planes back when this was made.
Yes, but it has wings and both horizontal and vertical stabilizers. That makes it an airplane.
No, it's definitely a bird.
Open your eyes, son. As a lawyer, your job is to see the true nature of things.
I still say it's a bird.
And yes, that does get added to the step ladder counter.
Nice. So this is where Dr. Buff died.
Come on, man. He fell right on his head and probably died almost instantly.
I see some blood on the book there, but what's the dark stain? Did he poop himself?
It appears.
It appears to be coffee. It's still damp, so it must have gotten on there recently, perhaps even last night.
That's a mighty big window he's next to. Big enough for someone to see inside.
Exactly. That's how the local residents who reported his death found her to begin with. The doctor's body was visible from outside the window.
There's a big tree. How? That's going to be a thing in the case. I'm calling it now.
And the passerby called in earlier this morning to report what they had found.
Do you mean this case is still only a few hours old?
That explains why your investigation is just getting underway. Dr. Fell hit his head on the floor and died. There are blood and coffee stains on one of the books. Diagram of the doctor's study. Note the bookcase, large window, and second floor area.
What a huge window! I bet you can see the entire study from outside.
How could he concentrate in here? I feel so exposed.
Well, he does have a bookshelf position for some privacy around his desk. There are a few pairs of shoes here. I guess there must be an entrance on this floor, too.
Yeah, there's a back door over that way, but it's usually locked from what I can tell. The visitor's entrance is up that spiral staircase.
That's the way we came in. I think the cream that they use is creme fraiche.
Oh,
Actually,
and-
fine and nice.
yeah, and then
Ami. Why is someone's name written on here?
Maybe it's so if it ever got lost, someone could return it to its owner. You know, like how school kids put their names on things?
Yeah, but this is just an urn, and the name is written so big.
Well, I wrote my name on my magic panties. It says W-R-I-G-H-T in super big letters.
The less said about this, the better.
And it's not like she keeps bringing it up every time, every opportunity.
Well, I was thinking that guy died over here, and now I have proof of it. Now that I've noticed that Carina's portrait there is covered in coffee. Look, it's one of the doctor's notebooks.
Maybe there's something about the orb in there.
Wind, Dragon, and Tiger... Oh.
It's a photo of the treasure box, the one from Temple's treasure room. These must be his research notes on the Founders.
I'm just gonna read it after they're done, I guess. Mitama motif from Kurine founding period. What's on the right page? It looks like a poem or something.
It's the song from the divination sequence.
Yeah.
It's the song that's performed during the Dance of Devotion. It's been sung by Kearney during Kearney's rites and offerings since ancient times.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
There's also a legend associated with the song. Some say the solution to the orb's riddle is contained therein.
It's in a song everyone in Kurine knows? Not much of a way to keep it secret.
But it's one of those hidden in plain sight secrets. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Trucy. It's called hiding secrets in plain sight, Polly. Us magicians know all about that.
Huh. That's strange.
What is?
Dr. Buff's notes contain the second half of the song. Only the first half is sung during these Dance of Devotion.
Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Descending upon us in all her glory, the Founder bestows the greatest power known.
Most people haven't even heard the second half.
The second half? As in the part that begins, offer thy prayers?
I'm impressed. That's some thorough research he was conducting.
I guess that's all of the important things.
Mm-hmm.
It seems the orb isn't here.
That means Stats might be our only lead at this point.
Detective Sky said he might still be here in the village. We should try to find him.
Hold on. There's one thing we didn't look at.
Yeah. There's a brown stain on this scroll. Hmm? Why does it smell like gravy?
Why would there be a gravy stain on it?
Who knows, but it looks like it's meant to be there.
Maybe the artist was trying to inspire a gravy new trend. Food splatter art?
That pun wounded me gravyly.
Yeah, like father, like son, apparently.
Ugh.
So, for those of you who are unaware, this is the same scroll that was present in the final case of Game 3. The bridge to the turnabout. You know, the one that Pearl sprayed gravy on because she misinterpreted her mother's words?
That's right.
Because the last line of the thing was, gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades.
Yeah. Why does he have so many things related to the case?
Because he's an archaeologist and he's in Kurain Village.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. But why?
But why, though?
But why, though?
Oh, that's cute. There's a poster for the Amazing Ninetales in the bus stop.
Nice.
Best side character in the last game. Good day to you, citizens of Kurain Village. My name is Politician, and I want your votes.
Wow, that's really loud.
Oh, I guess I should have been...
I'm Politician and I want your vote!
Look, something's coming this way.
Politician! Savior of Kurain has come to... Oh, it's you people! Apollo? What is that strange conveyance coming this way?
You want to be Politician? right, left, halt!
Yeah, I suppose. It's one of those, what do you call them? Palanquins? So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there? What a bunch of shady-looking characters. And you aren't? So I take it you know the doctor? What a foolish question! I've memorized the names and faces of the entire electorate here in Karine. After all, I'm the man who's destined to become king of this fine nation someday. Who are you? And what do you mean, king? Ignorant fools, I am the politician! I am a soon-to-be eminent politician, a man whose name will go down in history.
Ah, so a politician named Paul-atition. Got it.
You should be ashamed that you've never heard of me before.
Is he really that famous of a politician, Apollo?
Not that I know of. I'm running for a seat on the local council right now. I guess even Jerk Q Public has to start somewhere. But my election is a sure thing, I'm told. After all, my grandfather was a famous politician with untold influence. In short, I'm the chosen one, the golden boy, the powerhouse of politics.
Listen, I don't think most of us would like to hear how you're descended from Messiah Shishido, all right? and rider of his grandfather's coattail.
Are you blinded by my majesty? Go ahead, bask in the resplendent glory that is me, the chosen one. Sure?
Sure.
Ah! A pleasant day to you, good people of Karine! I am Paul Atishan! It is time to reclaim the glory of Karine together! A convenience store on every corner, a karaoke bar in every home! A vote for politician is a vote for a happier, hopier Karine village!
We'll make Karine Village great again! I couldn't resist, I'm sorry. Turn off that infernal racket, you fool! You're staying on your grandfather's good name!
Gee, that reminds me of a politician that we have to deal with.
Shh, we're not making this political. Shh.
I want to make it political, damn it!
We're gonna lose a lot of fans.
Good. They don't deserve to be our fans if they like him.
Tough crowd with this man. I'm killing him with my lines. And also he's killing himself on his ginger ale.
Yeah. Thank you, good sir! Your support is appreciated as always! And I like you, kind citizen!
And I love you, kind citizen, random citizen.
Yeah.
I guess he's one of those people who only hears what they want to hear.
In other words, he's a model politician.
Apollo coming in with the singers.
Now, where was I? Oh, right, you were in the doctor's house. Just what in the world were you doing there? Hmm?
Do we have to?
Apparently.
Is what you ride around in when you're... Is this what you ride around in when you're campaigning? That's right. It's perfect for the narrow roads and steep hills here in this village. It has a top speed of 5 miles per hour, but it suffers from serious reliability issues. Namely, these imbeciles tire out too quickly.
We'll try harder next time, sir.
We're standing right here, asshole. Of course.
He's much more impressive than the other hedgehog I faced.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
Poor guys, they're exhausted and covered in sweat. The Atishan family has been in politics for generations, even back in the old country. Really? My grandfather, Abe Atishan, was a prominent member of Congress. And he was born right here in Karine. There isn't a person here who hasn't heard of him. All I asked was about his palanquin. Some people pronounce it the way I just pronounced it.
It's like Harlequin.
Yeah. You must have heard of the Attishans. I'm even reviving our old country campaigning style. Oh, politics aren't really my thing. Trucy?
I don't recall ever reading about them at school.
Feh! Young people today! You people really need to pay more attention to politics. You're not that young, not that old yourself.
I was about to say. 25, huh? And it's so weird. He's the only one whose image is like it's so weird for him to be facing forward.
Yeah,
Please turn your head to the side, please.
yeah,
His remarkable self-confidence is blinding.
how old is he compared to Apollo?
Apollo
Like
is
2
20
years.
Apollo is 24.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I thought he was like 1 or 2 years older than Apollo.
Yeah,
He
Apollo
has
is
a punchable face.
he is 22 in Apollo Justice, 23 in Dual Destinies, and he's 24 now.
How old is Trucy?
Trucy's 17.
Okay.
She would fit the "you kids these days" moniker.
Yeah. So, what business do you have with at Dr. Buff's house? He was going to transfer ownership of the Founder's Orb to us. It's a sacred relic from the Kingdom of Karayan. The Founder's Orb? So you tried to get your hands on it, did ya? I'm hearing myself on your end. Hey!
Be loud. Oh,
Wait, what do you know about the orb?
Did you try like deep-throating your mic just there?
no.
Heh, I know that it's mine, that's what. How do you figure that? Because I know it's not the Founder's Orb. Its real name is the Crystal of Ami Faye. The Crystal of Ami Faye? Wow, are we literally going there?
You'll see. You'll see.
That's right, it's been passed down for generations in the Addishan family. Until it was stolen, that is. But just that when I had zeroed in on the culprit, the doctor hid it away and kicked the bucket. So you're saying Dr. Buff stole your family heirloom? That's not what Dirk said. Strange. But I've been told the doctor himself said that. He had the Founder's Orb. It's all that weird foreigner's doing! He filled the doctor's head with nonsense! Nonsense like the Crystal of Ami Faye being the Founder's Orb. Weird foreigner? What do you mean? Is this the foreigner you're talking about?
I believe it's probably they're talking about that. He's probably about talking about.
Yeah, they're
Dats.
talking about Dats because he hasn't seen Dirk yet.
Yeah.
Dirk just got here. Yes, that's him! I thought so. Now we really have to find Dats.
Do you know where this man is now?
I imagine he's at the detention center by now. I called the authorities after I found him hiding in my dog's doghouse. What?
That buffoon.
Well, at least we know where he is now.
To be fair, he's hidden in weirder places. That's kind of typical for him.
The sewers.
Let's head over to the detention center and see what he knows about the Founder's Orb.
So, you really are after my crystal? No, we're looking for the Founder's Orb and we have an agreement to prove it. Well, just so you know, you're not going to lay a finger on it. It's mine. And I intend to give it to my benefactor. Your benefactor? My benefactor is ready to support my rise to the pinnacle of the political world. They have an immense influence here, you see, and I intend to harness that influence. So you're just going to give your family heirloom away to this person? That's right. It's a purely political decision. And in exchange, your patron will get the people of Karayan to vote for you? Eminent politicians are skilled at leveraging all of their connections. Isn't it illegal to buy votes? Well, good luck with that, I guess. Heh! Just you wait! Paul Addison will reign supreme one day.
Apollo, please punch him in the face.
No, that's illegal. You can't do that. Alright, so we're good. So now we gotta move to the detention center. Alright, Dats, what did you do this time?
And before, we're gonna have to be his attorney because yada.
Hey. Yikes!
What's he doing under the desk?
How cogs of the corrupt regime, I've nothing to say to you. Dats, it's me, Dirk. Oh, Dirk! You're excited for sore eyes. I knew you'd come save me. Well, this is another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. My bad. At least the grub here is pretty good compared to that prison back home. We get 3 squares plus a place to sleep. Why don't you join me, Dirk? No thanks. They just send me back to Karine where I'd face immediate execution.
Faye, why are we echoing on your end?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be such a good idea.
Looks like he's still the same too. Long time no see, Dats.
Huh? Hey, you look kind of familiar. Apollo? Is it really you, my boy? A to the J, all grown up and whatnot. How you been?
Fine. And you Dats? You look good besides the incarceration and all.
Those horns, AJ!
Horns?
They've grown up with you, just like a stag's antlers. I can't take it.
You really haven't changed a bit. Anyway, there was something we needed to talk to you about.
Sure, pull up a chair. Got all the time in the world. The Slammer's like my second home. It's really not so bad once you get used to it. He's rather laid back for someone in police custody. Hey, he's used to it. He's kind of a doofus.
Like I said, he's literally just Dirk's version of Larry.
Yeah, and I love the other description I keep hearing. He's basically a more competent Dan Hibiki. But I mean, it's kind of true.
Yeah.
He's just as likable, though.
Dash, was what the doctor had really the Founder's Orb?
Absolutely positively, the doc was sure of it. Really? Because someone from the village is calling it the Crystal of Amy Faye. He also claims you are filling the doctor's head with lies. That ain't true! The doc said he was sure that was the real deal. All his fancy research confirmed it was the Founder's Orb.
So then that Paul Addison character was lying? Imagine that! A politician who lies.
I bet he wants the orb all to himself. I wonder who's telling the truth. Well, take a look at this. It proves the doc believed he had the Founder's Orb. Let me see that.
I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Dr. Archie Buff.
I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Signed, Dr. Archie Buff. See? I got it all down in writing. But Dads, why does it say if I will come to no harm at the end here? Sounds like he was scared of you.
Dax, did you threaten the doctor in any way?
No, you got it all wrong.
Then why are you acting
It was
like
the
that?
doc's friend. He told the old man us rebels were dangerous. It's his fault the doc thought I might hurt him.
Sounds like the work of that politician. He's really made a mess of things.
Well, we can't exactly use this because he did come to harm.
Yeah, that's going to kind of backfire.
Unless someone else did the deeds to try to make that null and void.
Yep.
What have you done now, Dats? Nothing. I'm innocent, I tell you. It all started when this dog-faced cop tried to question me. He looked so funny, I started laughing at him. That's when they came after me. Does this take place in the My Hero world? Because the chief of police is literally a dog in that world. And also, there's a cop that's a cat with a bell around his neck.
What's next, Officer Jenny?
Don't look at me. I have nothing to do with this. But it was hilarious, I tell you. I mean, a human police dog? How funny is that?
Right. So what happened after that?
They caught me hiding in a doghouse. Dang pooch, ratted me out. Guess that's what I get for laughing at one of his doggy comrades.
Sounds like the dog's got the last laugh.
Dads, weren't you cleared of those jailbreak charges? And your capture by Lady Kira deemed unlawful?
Yeah, but the cops here don't seem to like me anyway.
What are the charges this time?
Unauthorized entry or something like that. They think I'm an illegal alien. And I can't prove otherwise because I lost my passport.
Great.
Is there any way they'd let you go? Not without my passport, if only I had it. Dirk, AJ, you gotta find my passport.
Alright, we'll find it. One more thing to add to our to-do list. Now, where might Datz's passport be?
Maybe in his luggage?
Yeah.
Oh, about the orb's whereabouts. Maybe the doc's kid knows something.
The doctor has a kid?
Yeah, a bit of a shut-in, though. The poor thing's own bedroom has become like a self-imposed prison.
Shut in? Sounds like it'll be a challenge just to get the conversation going.
Time for your questioning. Follow me.
Must be lunchtime. Today is fried chicken, if I'm not mistaken.
You'll get your lunch if you behave yourself.
Dirk, AJ, I'll see you guys later. Or around, but...
It's just fine. Same thing.
Our only lead now is Dr. Buff's kid. But luring a shut-in out is...
Not going to be easy, I know.
If only we had some Neil Featherman to bribe her with. That is what kids like nowadays, right? Or maybe I should have gotten her a Plume Punisher of action figure.
Nah, I think they like isekais now.
They actually believe that malarkey?
Although there was this one with a shield that I really enjoyed.
I don't know, it starts off really sad.
It is sad, but he does grow up and actually comes out on top in the end. I like underdog stories. I should know I am one. I think that's Emma, but let's just go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Emma.
Yeah.
She said, oh, it's you again.
Oh, it's you again. Looking for Mr. Wright. He was just here a second ago.
He was?
Huh? What was Daddy doing here?
Good question.
He said he was looking for something.
Did he say anything else?
Let me think. Something about how his ride never showed up at the airport. Yes, that was it.
I guess Athena really did get lost.
Wah, wah, wow.
But what's Daddy doing all the way out here in the first place? He can't be looking for us since no one told him we'd be here.
Well, if you're here to take another look around, be my guest.
Guest, be my guest. Put my service to the test.
I have other work to do, so if you'll excuse me.
Of course. Thanks, Emma.
First and foremost, we better find Datz's passport. We should also have a word with Dr. Buff's child.
Hey, is it just me, or is there something new in here?
Oh, you mean that thing? Yeah, we should take a closer look at it, too.
Let's not forget about Datz's passport. It should be around here somewhere.
Okay, so let's not present.
That, RC helicopter.
Yeah, but first...
Yeah. That's a suitcase. Maybe his passport's in there.
It's no good. It's locked tight.
We should have asked him for the key.
I guess we can't get into it just yet.
Alright.
RC helicopter. What's this? A model helicopter?
Don't you know anything, Apollo? It's a drone. They're all the rage right now.
Yeah, they really are.
I bet it belongs to the doctor's kid.
He uses it to blow up infidels all the time. I mean, what?
Huh? Hey, yo! We need to ask them about the orb's whereabouts.
Yeah, but learning in a shutout isn't going to be easy.
Oh. Alright.
What are we going to do about Dax's passport? It's probably right there inside his suitcase, but we can't get it open.
I thought Trucy mentioned that she could lockpick into things.
Yeah.
Oh no, she could magic into Apollo's stuff specifically, so maybe she can't do things she hasn't tried before.
Shrug.
Why don't I take it over to Dad so he can unlock it? That way you guys can continue looking for the orb.
Good thinking, Trucy.
Okay, here I go! Huh? What the... This thing weighs a ton!
Let me try. Jeez, how can a suitcase be so heavy? Is it filled with bricks or something?
Knowing Dads, it probably is.
Hey, that ain't no big brick. That's a bat brick.
I still can't get over why that got me. Bad frick.
It's the way it's delivered. It's like,
Knowing Dats, he probably packed his dumbbells in there. It's certainly much too heavy to lug all the way to the detention center.
wow.
Here, let me take a crack at that lock.
What are you gonna pick it? Oh, sorry. What? Are you gonna pick it? Kick.
There you go.
That was fast.
A lock like that is child's play to me. Especially after all the wrongly imprisoned compatriots I've busted out over the years.
Bruh. You've sure seen a lot of action for an ex-lawyer.
And here we go. That's his passport. I'll take it over to him. No problem. You guys enjoy some quality father-son treasure hunting time, okay? See you later.
I'm just reminded of Luffy and Garp, meeting each other for after like so long, and they're just like, "Hey, what are you doing here? I don't know what you're doing."
And then they're just sleeping together. Like, oh, they're bonding.
They fall asleep standing up.
Yeah.
There she goes. I wish she wouldn't make such a big deal out of our little family situation.
Father-son time, huh? Been ages since we've had a father-son talk, eh, son?
Yeah, well, over a decade.
So, Apollo, have you been?
Oh, fine. I'm fine, I guess.
Is that so? Fine, you say? Well, fine is fine by me. Good to hear.
Okay. Awkward. So what do we talk about now?
Get down! Hit the dirt, son!
Huh? What the? Holy crap, why does it... Oh, it's kidding!
You died.
I was literally kidding about the weapons.
Uh-oh, you're about to... Speak to me, son! Say something!
Rubber bullets? Nerf darts? Oh, that's smarts.
You maggots! What do you think you're doing invading buff airspace? It'll be a scorching day in Siberia before you get past me, you yellow-bellied yahoos!
Whoa! It can talk? What kind of drone is this anyway? Ah!
Drone nothing! That's Sergeant Buff to you, soldier!
Jeez, take it.
You got that, you lowly grunts?
You're gonna get cut off because of the volume cap. What the? Who the? Now?
Buff. Sounds like the doctor's son is behind the controls.
He's controlling this thing?
Apollo, just let's play along for now. At least until we can get the information we need out of it.
Got it. Excuse me. Sergeant Buff?
Sergeant Buff, sir! You forgot to say sir! Ain't you never seen a war movie before?
Oh, right. Let me try that again. Sergeant Buff, sir!
Better. Much better. Now, state your name, unit, and rank, soldier.
Oh, I'm Apollo Justice. I serve at the Wright Anything Agency. And my rank is, fledgling lawyer? Sir.
Affirmative. Private Justice.
For private?
Listen up, diaper baby. Your commanding officer's orders are absolute. Disobedience means a one-way trip to the firing squad. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, sir, yes, sir.
Good, good. We might make a man out of you yet, Private.
I'm expecting this to actually just literally be a child.
Now for you, Cyclops. Huh? Oh, you want my name, unit, and rank too? I'm Dirk Sadmati. I command the rebel group of the Defiant Dragons, and my rank is, leader, sir. Excellent. Welcome aboard, Commodore Dirk. Wait a second. What's with that ridiculous mop you call a head? Soldier should be clean cut. Sorry, but this is my signature look. I'm not... Whoa! Fine, fine. I'll get a haircut before we ship out. Listen up, you. It's kill or be killed out on the battlefield. No place for live-in conditioners. All you've got is your life, and you're lucky to have that.
Yeah. Something tells me this kid plays a lot of COD. He's oddly obsessed with field survival for someone who never goes outdoors.
This is going to be harder than I thought, son.
Are you controlling that drone from your room, sir?
Affirmative. But I can see everything you do from here, so... 10 hut, soldier, wipe that stupid look off your face. I'm going to wipe you sheltered peaceniks into shape.
With what? Your charming personality?
I am very charming, thank you very much. Look, it's got a camera and speakers, too. And that's not all, Commandeer. With these arms, I can cook and clean, too. Speaking of which, Private Justice, you're on latrine duty. Snap to it. On the double.
As if I don't see enough of the toilet back at the office. Man with many hats awarded. And it's an unhappy face.
Yeah.
Sarge's drone added to the court record.
A helicopter drone operated by the doctor's kit, equipped with a camera and a microphone.
You know, if I was them, I'd literally just snatch it out of the sky, freaking rip open the panel, and just pull out the batteries.
Oh, that's mean. That thing's pretty handy. Us Defiant Dragons could use one of those. Yes, it is a fine piece of hardware, isn't it? I modified it specifically for siege defense.
Siege defense? You mean how you won't leave your room? Ah!
Holding up in a stronghold to defend against an enemy is an age-old military tactic. A timeless strategy for still applicable in modern warfare. I hope you're not trying to mock the wisdom of my forefathers.
No, I'm mocking you. I meant no offense. It was just an observation.
Oh, so you want me switching to real bullets? So the greenhorn, who ain't even discharged a firearms, got something to say, does he?
You probably haven't either. Sorry. It won't happen again, sir.
Darn tootin'. Now state your intentions, soldier.
Sup?
Your timing. Oh, I come in the door and all yours.
Yeah, because this drone has a minigun.
No, it's more the fact that, like, I come in the door, the door's not even swinging closed behind me, and all I hear is that scream.
The doctor's child, self-styled soldier who opens fire on anyone who doesn't address him as sergeant.
I love that the drone just gets a mugshot as well.
I'm sorry. The worst part about that is that his name is Sergeant Buff.
The father was named Archie Buff, and he was an archaeologist.
Archaeologist buff.
But to relate to real life, because he's a helicopter,
Yeah.
the Buff is that big ass military bomber that's still in use today.
Mm-hmm. It's
Is
great.
the Buff.
Cool.
We had an agreement with your father. He had promised to hand over the Founders Orb to us.
What? Papa promised you that? He did. But he died before he could tell us where it's hidden. Now we have no idea where it is.
Excuse?
Oh.
Huh?
Why? Why'd you have to die? It was an unfortunate accident, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Ah, clumsy.
I can skip that. It skipped on its own. You insignificant maggot! What would an unseasoned rookie like you know about how I feel? First I lost Mama, and now I lost Papa!
You lost your mother too?
She's been gone for some time now. I'm all alone now, all alone.
So I'm calling it now, and we're doing voices, so we're assuming that they're using this voice, but I'm guessing he's probably using a voice synthesizer.
That would make sense because it's coming out of a drone.
Yeah.
Sergeant Buff, would you tell us a little more about what happened to your mother?
Because I wouldn't be surprised if this kid was like 10.
Mama passed away about 6 months ago. We were still living in our apartment in the city.
Now that you've mentioned that, how old do you think they are? If you think they're a child, how old do you think they are?
8 or 10.
Sounds about right.
Back then, I had yet to engage my siege defense strategy.
In other words, something caused him to withdraw from the world.
It was arson. It happened so suddenly. And before we knew it, our apartment was a sea of flames. Mama and I were trapped inside. But help never came. So Mama cradled me in her arms, kicked out the window, and jumped!
She did what?
She was like a walking, talking medal of valor, my mama was. She delivered me safely to terra firma with a perfectly executed PLF. It's a 5-point landing technique used by paratroopers to land safely on the ground.
She sounds like a superhero or something.
But from that height, she suffered massive injuries in order to protect me. She died so that I could live. Ah! Ah!
I don't know what to say.
And the person who started the fire? He was immediately apprehended. They say he was standing outside laughing while the building burned.
That reminds me of the burning of Beaver Lumber.
At least justice was served. I hope that brought you some solace. I've lost both my parents now. You can't possibly know how I feel. Mama, Papa.
Poor kid, it's hard losing both your parents at such a young age. You must really feel alone now.
Apollo, I imagine you know what he's going through.
I do?
The road to recovery begins by talking to someone who suffered the same hardship. I know you have something that shows you understand.
The bracelet. Sergeant, sir, would you please take a look at this?
What do we have here?
It's a photo of my father. I wasn't even a year old when he died in a fire.
What? And like your mother, he died in an arsonist's blaze. But in his final moments, he managed to save his infant son. Private Justice, you suffered a loss just like mine.
I have, and that's why I know how you feel.
But you still have your mother, don't you?
No, I lost her too.
So you know.
He doesn't know, and she didn't know until she got her memory back.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He said that he lost her, but he doesn't know that. He doesn't know she's still alive.
What?
She disappeared after the fire. I don't know if she's still alive or dead. Heck, I don't even know what she looks like.
Wow.
Sergeant Buff, your experience is very much like... His experience is very much like your own. If anyone can understand the sadness in your heart, it's him.
Attention! I salute you, Comrade Justice. You are no longer a private in the Buff Army. Henceforth, you will be a corporal.
Corporal?
Congratulations on your promotion, Corporal Justice.
I'm just glad it seemed to cheer him up a bit.
Now, comrade, let's toast to your new stripes. And call me Sarge. Don't be shy. We're a band of brothers now. Now's our chance, Corporal. Ask them about the Founder's War.
They're just getting way too much of a kick out of this. Sarge, sir, do you have any idea where the morgue might be?
It was here in Papa's study until last night. But he said he was going to go hide it somewhere. He mentioned something about a shady character being after it.
Where do you think he could have hidden it?
Somewhere in the village, I guess. He said he'd found a suitable hiding place for it.
So it was here last night. That is, until he went out to hide it somewhere in this village. The only question is, where?
Maybe he left some clue here in his study. Let's search the place again.
We should also find out more about Dr. Buff. It might steer us towards the hiding space. Dr. Buff... So, Sarge, what was your father like?
Papa was as kind as Mama and was courageous. His whole reason for moving to the countryside was for me.
What do you mean?
I initiated my siege defense strategy after Mama died. Papa was so worried about me, he moved us here to the countryside. He thought the fresh air, blue skies, and natural surroundings might alter my tactics. What a fine father. He even quit his position at the university to move here.
He did?
He did. He gave up his beloved research position just for me. A parent must be prepared to sacrifice everything for his child. That's what Papa said. Well, I'm feeling about 2 inches tall right about now. There's no one in the world I respected more than him. That just makes his passing all the more devastating. Papa, may you continue your beloved research up there with the angels. Okay. So, what was it that you want to...
Check the shoes. The coat, too. It's a raincoat, huh? It's a bit wet, and there's fresh mud on it. That must mean someone wore it recently.
Indeed. Maybe even as recently as last night.
Sarge, did it rain here last night?
Negative. There wasn't a cloud in the sky.
Then how did this raincoat get all muddy and wet?
When I saw it last evening, it looked pretty clean and dry to me.
That means it got like this later at night.
Good eye, son. This may very well turn out to be a vital clue.
He went underneath a waterfall.
Maybe.
That or spittoon. Are these the doctors?
Yes, Those are my papa's reading glasses. He said he'd been having trouble reading lately. But those glasses seem to help. Reading glasses, eh? I'll just hold on to these.
Dirk, don't tell me you're having trouble reading too.
Perish the thought! I just don't want to leave any stone unturned.
Just imagine him wearing those glasses with the eye patch on. It just looks... that would look so stupid.
Yeah.
It's a shoe cubby. These shoes look like they belong to Sarge and his dad. Oh, these boots here are a little damp.
And it looks like there's something inside this one.
Maybe Dr. Buff wore them last night.
They might lead us to where he hid the orb. Let's take a closer look.
Oh, that's a specific plant. Something's giving off a glow inside this boot. But it's too dark in there to see what it is. Then reach in. Or unstrap it. You can unstrap it. Why? Wait, what is the point of doing laces and straps? We might get a better look if we undid these straps. Where's the other side of that Velcro? Looks like some kind of glowing moss.
It must have come from wherever the doctor went last night. Must have gotten in with some of that mud.
It might be worth looking into. If it'll help us pinpoint where the doctor hid the orb. Glowing moss. This computer could provide some useful information. Drat, it's password protected. Dirk, you're good at getting into places you're not supposed to.
Don't look at me. I don't know the first thing about computers. Leave it to me. A modern-day warrior must be well-versed in technology and have mean pride. After all, he who controls information controls the battlefield. And I'm in.
Looks like modern-day warriors have mean keyboard skills, too.
Okay, let's see what we can find. Oh, what's this? An email message?
Why does that look like his wife on the
That's
thing?
probably is his wife. Research report. I deciphered the patterns. I have yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key. Dr. Buff, how's your research? Oh, this is interesting. It's a research report to whoever asked the doctor to study the orb. Here, I put the data on this!
I just noticed
Take it and use it well, soldier!
one of the icons on the desktop was a new CG.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Yasichi.
I mean, there was going to be a Capcom reference somewhere. Right?
Yeah, yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know what the hell we're talking about, that pinwheel icon with the red background is a power-up in Mega Man that restores everything. HP and weapon energy to all of your things. Okay, let's go over what we learned so far. Wherever it was that Dr. Buff went, he needed a raincoat. And it was somewhere where this glowing moss grows. Any idea where that might be, Sarge?
Negative, comrade. I hate to say my intel's a little thin on this one. I've been occupied with my siege defense strategy ever since we moved to the village. Well, son, it seems we have no other choice. We'll have to ask the locals if they know a place like that.
Please not politician.
Probably.
I'd rather punch him in the face.
Nah, we are gonna find a local to deal with.
Yay.
Let's just say.
Oh my gosh, it's covered in politician posters now.
Let's just say it. The character that we're about to meet isn't a diamond, but it's a
Rough?
no.
Ugh. Feels like somebody's watching me, and it's really creeping me out.
You get who I mean?
A Neil? Oh, it's just politicians' campaign posters.
Yeah.
When did he put these up? Whatever, I've got more important things to be paying attention to.
What great weather! It really lifts the spirits. I know. After our little treasure hunt, what do you say we go hunting, son?
Hunting? We used to do that a lot, didn't we?
Just look at that mountain. I bet there are some feisty wild boars up there.
I think I'll pass. But thanks.
Oh, so hunting's a no-go? Well, I guess that wild boar stew will have to wait then. Apollo, something seems different from the last time we were here. There's an easel there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean the posters?
No, not those.
What's he talking about? Guess I should take a look around myself. The tree!
The tree.
What do we have here? It looks like an unfinished picture, like something a little kid might paint.
You can see in the left corner, right?
I see it.
You're right. But I can't quite tell what it's of.
I think it's supposed to be nighttime, but what's that thing on the left?
A monster? Some kind of alien, perhaps?
No, it's just a cleanup crew for Monsters, Inc.
Oh, no, well, those were monsters. Son, you can't pull the wool over my eyes like that. I at least know what Monsters, Inc. is. In any case, it's a pretty poor excuse for a drawing.
Well, what do you expect from a little kid?
Not a little kid.
It's...
Well, he was a little kid.
I was about to say, is it Butts? Because Butts draws like that.
No. Little kid?
Oh!
Huh?
I do Pearlies.
Yeah.
Pearly.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's you, Pearl.
Why, Mr. Apollo, is that you? What a pleasant surprise! It's been quite some time. How have you been?
Fine, thanks. You're looking good too, Pearl.
Aren't you going to introduce me, son?
Of course. This is Pearl Fay. She's a spirit medium here in Karain Village. Pearl, this is Dirk, my, client.
Hello, sir. Pleased to meet you. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know.
Nice to meet you too. And what a polite little girl you are.
Actually, I'm a high schooler.
Whoops, sorry about that. I mean, you're literally 4'11". How was I supposed to?
Yeah, seriously, she is freaking...
She is a munchkin.
Yeah, she is a munchkin.
So, you're a spirit medium? Does that mean you can channel spirits then?
Hang on. She's a munchkin, and he's, like, probably a 7-foot tall freaking behemoth.
I don't think he's that tall, but he's definitely at least 6'2".
Yeah.
Yes, still in training, though. But I'm well versed in the art of spirit channeling.
Well now, isn't that something? I mean, back in my country, our little princess hasn't channeled a single spirit yet. Pretty impressive, young lady.
Oh, but compared to Mystic Maya, there's so much more I must learn.
Mystic Maya? Oh, right, Maya Fay. Mr. Wright's former courtroom assistant. He told me all about her. She's a spirit medium too, if memory serves.
Yes, she's an amazing medium. And soon she'll be the next head of the Fae clan, too.
Mediums and spirit channeling. I've heard all about it from Mr. Wright. He said that mediums will even physically become the person they're channeling. I wonder if even little Pearl would turn into a hulking giant if she had to channel one.
Yeah. Well, let's just say when she channels somebody, some things become giants.
Don't. Stop it.
You know I'm right.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but what brings you all the way out here, Mr. Apollo?
My throat is really rough today.
Want me to take over for Pearl?
I can't do her right now yet.
I can do Pearl.
Oh, just a small matter to take care of.
Wait, would it happen to be the matter Mr. Edgeworth is looking into?
Prosecutor Edgeworth? What is he doing here?
Oh, so it's a different matter then? Because I just saw him a moment ago. He appeared to be searching for something.
Why is everybody here?
Yeah, honestly, I think Edgeworth didn't need to be a part of this.
Oh,
His inclusion feels very shoehorned.
Yeah. Mr. Edgeworth is a friend of Mr. Wright's and the district chief's prosecutor. Why would he be here in Karine? Well, no point obsessing over it. Come to think of it, you live here in Karine Village, don't you, Pearl?
Yes, I was born and raised here. Also, you've been calling it Kurain and Karine. Please pick one. Please pick a field.
I'm sorry, I grew up in Karine.
This is perfect, Apollo. Let's ask the young lady if she knows where the doctor might have gone last night.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Maybe I should show her what we found in the doctor's study.
What a peaceful place. Ah, nothing beats mountain air.
Many of the villagers have left for the city, but I just love it here. Blue skies, lush forests, star-filled skies at night, and fireflies in the summer. Plus, the big, beautiful blue ocean is just beyond that mountain.
The ocean? What do you say we go for a swim, son?
Oh, I think I'll pass. Besides, I can't swim. Pearl, Karine Village is like the home of spirit mediums, right?
Yes, and I'm part of a long line of mediums.
I've never seen you channeling before, but is it possible to channel the spirit of anyone who's passed away?
No, not just anyone. You must know their face and true name.
Really? You can channel a spirit just by knowing their face and name? That's an amazing ability.
It is, but it can only be learned by those with a gift occurring in certain bloodlines, and years of intense training. At present, Mystic Maya and I are the only ones in our village who can channel spirits.
Looks like spirit mediums are highly valued here, much like they are back in Karine.
I heard there used to be many more of us a long time ago, but now we are in very short supply. Most of the women nowadays don't want to stay. They want the thrill of the big city.
Yeah, well, you guys aren't exactly close to any shopping malls or nightclubs out there. Why would you want nightclubs in the spirit medium area? What about you? Why are you not interested in things like that? Oh, sorry, why are you not interested?
Who, me? Well, I wouldn't mind a new outfit or two. Well, oh, never mind.
It's okay, Pearl. You're at that age, after all. Oh, we met this weirdo earlier named Paul Atchison. Do you know anything about him?
Yes, he's been campaigning a lot around here lately. And the noise he's been making has become quite a problem. People are especially angry when he's campaigning at all hours of the night and day.
Well, the local police should arrest him for disturbing the peace.
Unfortunately, there's little they can do, just because the Attition family is so powerful.
Well, isn't he the proverbial pampered provincial prince? He seems pretty intent on winning here in Karine. Is there any special reason why?
I'm not sure, but I have an idea. The spirit mediums of Karine once held considerable sway in the political world. Judging by his slogan, maybe that's what he's after.
Great, so he's just another politician seeking powerful connections.
The ability to commune with the dead gives comfort to those anxious about the future. Tiny Karine has preserved its independence by the Queen's power of Spirit Channel. It must play a similar role in this village.
Yes, even today, many here revere those with spirit medium blood flowing in their veins.
So basically, as politician's benefactor goes, so does the whole village? Who is this benefactor? Who could hold this much sway over Karine Village?
I could think of a couple, but
Morgan Le Fay. Pearl, do you have any idea where this moss might grow?
that looks like Mitama moss. It grows on Mount Mitama. It gives off a soft glow in the dark.
Mount Mitama?
See that mountain over there? That's Mount Mitama.
Was it shaped like a Magatama?
No.
No, unfortunately. Not this time. And how would one get there? You can take the bus from that bus stop over there. May I ask why you are so interested in that moss?
Well, Dr. Buff was supposed to give us something. But it seems he hid it somewhere last night.
He did? Maybe that's why he,
Pearl, do you know something that might help us?
well...
Sounds like I better find out what she knows. Ooh, my back. Pearl, do you have any idea where Dr. Buff might have gone last night?
well...
You know, if we were playing Phoenix right now, we'd literally be seeing
We'd be seeing site logs.
yeah,
How many, though, would you think? 1, 2...
5, and we would just need to give her one piece of information.
Yes.
Information she
Yeah,
would
that would
give
be-
up immediately.
we would probably say, oh, hey, this is a good picture you drew. No, kind words! About that. All I know is Dr. Buff was somewhere on Mount Mitama.
Oh, right! I forgot about that.
Yeah, we're Apollo.
My bracelet. It's reacting.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Which means Pearl is hiding something from me.
Nah, Pearly? Come on, Pearl. Why are you trying to hide things from me?
Ow.
It's literally her biting her nail. Oh, I see. It's her eyes.
No, it's not her eyes, actually.
Okay.
This is just her when she's talking. Did you notice anything?
No, go further
She's
up.
looking
So where
right
you-
to
where-
left.
Yeah, it's not her eyes either. So where do you want to look next?
Either her forehead or her other hand.
Which one do you want first?
Other hand. I'm guessing it's gonna trigger on Mount Matama. Yep! Called it.
Yeah.
And she has a little glow paint on her thumb as well.
I noticed it. I was like, okay, where would be a spot that would where she would have a tell?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I would say, because it's one of the last ones in the game, one of the least obvious places on her.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it has to be the other hand.
Yeah.
Not the one biting the nail, but the other one.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Because like, it was the exact same thing with Detective Fulbright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? That wasn't doing the thumb? Come on, game. Are you serious?
Okay.
Oh, maybe.
Pearl, you seem uneasy
No,
about
I'm
something.
not reading this. I'm not reading this because the game was like, lol, f- you. Do I have to be looking at the thumb directly in my sight? Because I swear to God.
Ah! Firmly grasp it. There we go.
I have to be like,
Found you, faker!
Faker.
Pearl, you seem anxious around the topic of Mount Mitama. I could tell because you rubbed your thumb over a splotch of dried paint as you said it.
Oh, well...
That nighttime painting is yours, isn't it?
This is so embarrassing. As you saw, I'm not a very good artist. But that picture has nothing to do with Dr. Buff.
Uh-huh. I'm not so sure about that. In fact, I'm going to guess that while you were out here painting last night, you actually saw the good doctor heading out to Mount Mitama for the bus stop.
No, I didn't see anything like that, I swear.
Lies! No, I'm positive you saw the doctor. After all, he's right here in your picture. The raincoat!
The Rock!
No.
We need to hit the pressure points with with your tail.
Yeah.
Skies again! You think that's the doctor? I may not be a very good artist, but I at least know how to draw a person.
Okay, if this isn't a person, then what is it?
That's a rain spirit.
And what's a rain spirit doing at a bus stop?
Oh, rain spirits have places to go too.
This is getting ridiculous. Sorry, Pearl, but you're not a very good liar. That is Dr. Buff, and this piece of evidence proves it. The raincoat! This is the raincoat we found at the doctor's study. It's still wet and muddy, so we know that someone wore it last night. Now, see this pattern, see how this pattern is the same as the rain spirit in your picture? You didn't see a rain spirit last night, you saw Dr. Buff wearing this raincoat.
I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to lie, but... Why do you lie? You're terrible at it.
You are.
You've grown like 10 years and you still suck at lying.
Well, some people never get.
Literally everyone in the Faith family is a terrible liar.
Yeah.
It's because they're spirit mediums. I guess it just comes with the territory that they wear their emotions on their sleeves.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you before, Mr. Apollo, but I did see the doctor last night.
It's alright, just please tell me everything you know.
Of course. I was painting out here last night when the doctor came up to the bus stop. He was wearing a raincoat even though it wasn't raining and a helmet with a light on it.
Sounds like he was well prepared for something.
I know. That's why I asked him if he was going off exploring again. He looked startled, like he hadn't noticed me there. And then he suddenly said, "Please don't tell anyone you saw me here."
Hang on. I don't think we've ever heard this theme yet.
This is like their the desperation music.
Yeah. Why would he want you to silence you like that?
Something must have happened to spook him. And he didn't want anyone to know where he was going to hide the orb.
But where could he have been going dressed like that?
My best guess is a cave somewhere on Mount Mitama. I heard there's a cave there where mediums of the Korean tradition went to train long ago.
You're about to say it,
Legend has it, there are some sort of mystical ruins in there.
Mystical ruins? Also, I caught you. You were about to say Karine.
Mystic ruins.
Jeez. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sounds like the exact sort of place an archaeologist might go. Well, we should get going now, but thanks for all your help, Pearl.
You're welcome, Mr. Apollo. Please take care.
What do you say we go find that cave, son? I sense that the orb might finally be within our grasp.
This treasure hunt is shaping up to be the real deal.
Ha ha ha! Really gets the blood pumping, doesn't it? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Oh.
The bus leaving for Mount Mitama will be departing soon. Do 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 do.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
I'm all out of breath.
Oh, come on, that was nothing. And you're so much younger than me.
Don't normally get this much exercise.
Need a break?
No, I'm fine. Dirk, look, there's some Atama moss growing in that cave over there.
This must be where the doctor was last night.
Let's take a look inside.
Why are you reading my lines, son?
Yeah.
You really must be tired.
Yeah. I can't see a thing.
Relax, your eyes will adjust eventually. Now follow me.
I really think we need a flashlight, Dirk.
Should have brought one along then, son.
Here, use mine. Thanks. Wait, were you holding out on me?
Who are you talking to, Apollo?
You? Whoa! Someone just pushed me.
Apollo? What the? Apollo?
Ah! No! Ah! Ah!
Are you alright, son?
Yeah! Looks like somebody got the drop on us.
Quite literally.
But who? I mean, we could have died from that fall.
I don't know, but I don't think we'll be getting out the way we came in. Looks like we're in a pretty deep cave. Nothing to do but to press on, son.
How can you even see in here?
Come on, let's go.
Hey, wait! One false step and we're dead. What in the world should we do?
Not screw up.
Go forward.
Go forward.
I guess we keep going. There must be some path for Dr. Buff to follow when he came to hide the orb.
Right. By the way, it looks like our attacker left us with this useful parting gift.
Flashlight. From lawyer to spelunker, how do I always get myself into these situations? We're never gonna make it out alive. We're never gonna make it out alive. I hope you know.
Don't tell me you're scared, son. We're just getting started. The greatest treasures are always ever found at the point of a blade or the edge of a cliff.
Yeah, sure. If I'd known I'd wind up at the bottom of some dark, damp cave, I would have never taken your request, Dirk.
Save your breath, Apollo. Just keep putting one foot ahead of the other. And soon you are walking out the door.
Yeah. There really better be a way out of here.
We'll find one before you know it. You'll see.
Man, if I get into an RPG-style battle, you better have a big greatsword.
2 hours later.
Holy crap. We've been walking for over an hour. It's like a maze in here. I couldn't get back to where I started even if I wanted to.
Yeah, this cave goes deeper than I thought.
Wait, don't tell me that there really is no way out.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Ever the optimist, aren't you? Maybe we should cut our losses while we still can. Put my foot down. I'm not taking another step, Dirk.
Come on now. Be reasonable.
No! I'm done, and that's final.
I remember when you used to throw tantrums like this.
Well, I'm not a child anymore.
There, it's okay. Daddy will buy you anything you want once we get home, son.
I better quit while I still have some manhood left to salvage. But it doesn't seem like Dirk's about to quit anytime soon, even still. Maybe we should cut our losses while we still can. Put my foot down!
Do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Forge ahead. Even if we were to turn back, we wouldn't make it up that wall of solid rock. So I guess we keep going. How did I get stuck wandering around in a dark cave again? It's definitely not in my job description.
Listen, son. Only the truly accomplished have the luxury of being so choosy. When I was just starting out, I did everything from street performing to yak milking.
And that helped you become an accomplished attorney how?
It didn't. But when you need to earn a living, you'll take on any job just to survive. Say, how is your career going, by the way?
Well, it's been a harrowing adventure so far, to say the least. That timing on that.
Yeah.
My first trial really put me through the ringer. And my next case had me investigating a pair of stolen panties.
I remember that.
How would you remember that?
I played the game.
No, like you sounded like you were doing it in Dirk's voice.
No.
Okay. And just when I was hitting my stride, this one prosecutor branded me as Hair Forehead. Wait, is that his current?
That's his school uniform.
Is that what you have equipped to him right now? That's why he was wearing it at the cutscene. That's
Yes.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's this other ridiculous prosecutor who wields a samurai sword.
Sounds like you've seen quite a bit.
You made up that last bit.
I wish I did.
You're telling me?
Listen, Apollo.
I'm sorry I didn't contact you for so long.
It's fine, Dirk. What happened, happened.
Careful, the ground doesn't feel as solid here.
What? Yikes, the cave floor's collapsing!
Not again! Ah!
I'm fine!
No, we're not!
Hey, Apollo, can you hear me?
Dirk? Where are we?
Oh, cool, the Karain village music is playing. I think we're safe.
Oh no, it's the Ponku box. The Panku box. Whoa, what is this place? Hole.
I was shocked too. These ruins look really old.
It's not exactly something you'd expect to find in the middle of the cave system, that's for sure. Maybe the doctor hid the orb around here? I mean, those look like footprints over there.
Son, I think our little adventure's about to pay dividends. Time to find that orb.
Check the box. This box looked pretty new. I'm guessing the doctor's the one who brought it down here.
It's no good. It's locked tight.
There's no way to open it?
Doesn't look like it. There isn't even a keyhole. Which means there must be some trick to opening it. We'll have to figure it out if we want to see what's inside.
Can we examine it in our court record? These have got to be the doctor's footprints. They match the bottoms of the boots we saw in his study.
So we made it all the way down here. The water's washed all of them away, but his footprints are everywhere.
Most of them away. Really? Because these are the only set I see.
He must have been looking for something. Ah, those prints. They're coming out of that lake.
Hey, you're right. Well, what would mean? That would mean Dr. Buff came walking out of the water. Water. What's a plastic bottle doing here?
There's seaweed stuck to it, which means it probably came from the ocean. It's possible this cavern is connected to the sea somehow.
It's a big stone altar. One false move and some god might come and smite us.
Oh, come on. It's not all doom and gloom.
I dare you to look at our surroundings and say that again, Dirk.
You got me there, son.
Dear gods, please smite me now.
No, seeing you suffer is too much fun.
Wood. Driftwood? How'd that get in there?
By drifting on in, I'd assume. The only question is from where?
Let's see. So that's the hole we fell through. Doesn't look like we'll be going back that way. We're lucky we survived the fall from way up there.
Indeed. If that hole hadn't been above the lake, we'd be history. You passed out the moment you hit the water.
Yeah, well, water's not really my thing.
This cavern is solid rock all around. Looks like we'll either go back through that hole or find some other way out.
Ugh. Excuse me. Why am I always between a rock and a hard place?
You're a defense attorney in the Phoenix Wright series. What do you think? I guess that's everything here, so let's talk.
I wonder what this place was before it was, well, ruins.
I'm guessing it was a place for spirit mediums to perform their rites. But earthquakes and the changing landscape eventually buried it.
If you're right, that would mean it hasn't been used in ages.
Wait a second. I'm just seeing what the water.
It's like this lake looks really deep. I can't even see the bottom. Bottomless lake in the depths of a mountain cave system? My blood runs cold at the thought of falling in there.
The water, it's salty. This lake may very well lead to the ocean.
Didn't Pearl mention something about the ocean? Like how it's on the other side of the mountain? Can't imagine she meant it literally.
Let's sum up what we know so far. The orb is almost definitely inside this box contraption that we can't open. As for this cave, there doesn't seem to be any way out.
Ah, we're this close to the orb.
Aw, come on. Come now, son. Don't be like that. It's just a bit of bad luck, that's all.
A bit? Murphy called. He wants his law back.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
How can he laugh at a time like this?
We're stuck here for now, so we might as well try to open this thing.
Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, first of all, where's the front of this? This thing is covered with pictures. And hey, each section also rotates. I've already figured this out.
Take a look at this, son. See the picture of a dragon battling a tiger? And this green and purple one is of the Kirinese butterfly and a Mitama.
I wonder if they're clues for figuring out how to open this box. Can you open the court record, please? Go to the poem. Okay, start with the dragon and tiger battle.
Well, I don't think I can move them yet.
Okay.
I need to examine everything first.
There's a big button here. Sorry, I'm zoning out. Huh? Nothing happened. That's gonna be the confirmation. And that, Lotus is the direction we need to rotate it to.
It appears this box uses a picture-based combination lock. We'll have to arrange the pictures on each side in the correct sequence.
Let's see. There's the dragon and tiger fight, a Kirinese butterfly with a Matama, and a number of
other pictures, too.
Dirk, I was thinking, maybe we should check the evidence we've collected. I think we have something that just might help us open it.
You read my mind, son. It's almost as if the person playing is one step ahead of us.
I think this will help us open the puzzle box.
Wow, player, I think you need to back up a little bit. Let us follow you. Let you have to follow us, not the other way around.
Fuck off! I do what I want!
He's not a very pleasant fellow, is he?
I'm never fine!
Yeah, I've had to deal with him for 3 games.
Maybe it's lyrics and the pictures on the box correspond somehow.
I think you're onto something, son.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Each dial has 6 pictures, and there are 4 dials in all. The box should open once the pictures are arranged in the right order. Funky puzzle box, here comes justice.
Okay, so
Dragon and tiger.
Dragon and tiger battle.
Yeah.
This one. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama.
Yeah, that would be that one.
Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire.
Yeah, you're rotating the wrong one, my guy.
Oh, whoops. Okay. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Only then shall the Holy Mother return.
Yeah, I think it's the one with the Holy Mother in it. Keep going. That.
No, that's the last one.
Okay, keep.
Descending upon us in all her glory, the Founder bestows the greatest power.
Okay, keep going then.
Now, this one threw me for a loop. The third one is this.
What? Okay.
Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Only then the Holy...
Fair enough.
I'm just like, oh, you mother... That is devious. I love it.
I like it.
I never would have expected. I'm like, oh, that's dirty, but I love it.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. It opened! So this is the Founder's Orb.
We did it, son. The orb is finally ours.
We got the Deus Ex Machina.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. At last, the Founder's Orb is ours. And it's all thanks to you, son. Well done. Then again, I'd expect nothing less from my boy.
Oh, it's no big deal.
Sorry, I didn't say that right. I expect nothing less from my boy.
Boy.
Don't sell yourself short. You may think it's nothing, but your insights and reasoning led us here. And I'd say that's truly impressive.
Calling it now, everything we've collected so far is going to be used in a court record for defending, what's-his-face.
Are you sure about that?
Really?
You'll see.
I don't know about that.
All those battles you fought in the courtroom have shaped you into a man you are today. And I couldn't be proud.
Will you cut it out already? Before I turn into a sun-ripened tomato?
With this orb? Yeah, kinda. I can finally deliver a fatal blow to the Garan regime. Ha 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 ha!
So, how exactly do you plan on using it? You're not going to try to become a spirit medium, are you?
Don't be ridiculous. I don't need supernatural powers like that.
So then, are you going to use it as a bargaining chip with Queen Garan? Like demanding she abolishes the Defense Culpability Act?
Well, the thought had crossed my mind, but the main thing is returning this to the Kingdom of Quran. After all, as a sacred relic of Kiranism, that is where it belongs.
Really? That's all you wanted to do?
Mm-hmm. Because my true objective has always been to find out who asked Dr. Buff to study it and why.
I'm not sure I follow.
The official story is that the orb was stolen from the temple treasure.
Yeah, I heard about that on the news. They also said your group was behind the theft.
That's not good. We're probably on an international most wanted list. Let me ask you something, Apollo. Who do you really think stole the orb?
I really haven't a clue.
Well, I think it was one of the royals.
Really? Someone from the royal family?
Yeah, and I've got a pretty good idea which one it was.
He knows who it is. Care to share your hunch?
All I'll say at this point is this. Security is pretty tight, but the royals have unfettered access to the treasure. Plus, they seem to be turning a blind eye to the orb's loss.
But why would a member of the royal family do that?
That I haven't figured out yet. But whatever the reason, it can't be good. I mean, a Kiranist royal stealing a national treasure of such religious significance? And then pinning the crime on us, the Defiant Dragons?
Sounds like it's a conspiracy or something.
I agree. And if the truth were to come to light, it would be a scandal of epic proportions. To allow a foreign national to study a treasure so sacred that it's off limits to the public? It would be seen as an utter sacrilege to those who truly revere the Holy Mother.
So if this were to go public, support for the Quran regime would weaken.
But that's not all. This is just a hunch, but I believe there's something even bigger here. Something that would explain why the orb was being studied in the first place. Something that would shake the kingdom of Quran to its very core. And I'm going to find out what.
He's probably right. His intuition is usually spot on. Dirk, why are you so bent on revolution anyway? Is it to reform the legal system in Quran?
There's that. But I'm also doing this for my children. I want to save Nayuta.
What do you mean?
This is for your ears only. It's the other reason why this revolution needs to succeed.
Nayuta, I never thought that our reunion would take place in a courtroom.
Oh, so you've run into each other already?
Yeah, but it was like he was a different person. He used to be such a kind, cheerful kid, always smiling and stuff, but now... He tried to convict Trucy for a crime she didn't even commit. Plus, he kept telling me that I had a putrid mind, and to let it go and move on.
Has it really gotten that bad? It must be Garant's influence. He wasn't like that when he first stepped into the courtroom. Back then, he still had a keen sense of justice. I vowed to bring the Garan regime down and reform the legal system. That's what he swore to do, and that was also 5 years ago. He'd been the shining star of the Defiant Dragons, and our great hope.
Goodness gracious.
Bless you, Ghost.
Fuck off, Ghost! Wait, Nayuta was a dragon?
He was. But these days, he's more like Garen's lapdog.
Talk about a complete about-face. Why would he do that?
Something must have happened to him. Something that sparked a radical change. Still, I don't think he truly believes in the new path he's taken. It's not conviction that fills his heart. It's resignation and despair.
I see.
The only thing I know for sure is Nayuta is suffering, and he is suffering in silence.
Nayuta is suffering?
Yes, he knows the rightful state of Karain's legal system, but something forces him to bend to Garen's will, and it's tearing him apart, Lisa.
But it's been 5 years. Do you really think he even still wants to reform the legal system?
As long as he carries what I've taught him in his heart, I do.
The dragon never yields. That's what you always told us.
That I did. It's a belief I held since back when I was a lawyer. The dragon stands at the pinnacle of the natural world. Nothing and no one can bend its will.
That's why we, lawyers, must pursue the truth like an unyielding dragon, right? We must fight for the truth to the bitter end, no matter what it takes. Dirk and Mr. Wright, they have that much in common.
That's why I've held onto this badge, even though there are no more lawyers in Karain. I believe that one day our legal system will return to its former glory, and this badge here is a testament to that belief.
I wonder if Nayuta still believes in what you taught us.
He does. That much I'm sure of.
A dragon never yields.
Okay, Chili Man.
I know that belief is
Sorry.
deep in his heart.
Not Chili Man. Curry Man.
Curry Man. Curry Coffee Man.
Yeah, Curry Coffee Man.
I'd bet my life on it. After all, he is my flesh and blood.
This unshakable faith and confidence. It's what draws people to him, whether they like it or not. Even people like me.
Come on, Paula, we all know you like it.
You know, I remember back when we were kids. Nayuta used to say with great pride, "I have the blood of the dragon within me."
Yes, and that's why I want to free him. Free him from the poisonous clutches of the Garan regime.
So that's your other reason for starting a revolution.
Yes, I need to smack some sense into that boy of mine. I mean, what else are fathers for? I even brought my paddle and everything.
I wouldn't know.
Now that we have the orb, on to the next problem. Getting out of here.
Well, we're not going back the way we came, that's for sure.
Ignore the low battery warning. We're just about done.
Yeah. That hole we fell through was way too high to climb back up. We're gonna have to plug it in.
Actually, I have an idea. That lake water tastes salty, which means it must connect to the ocean.
Wait a second, you're not suggesting we swim our way out of here?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
But we have no idea how deep that lake goes. It's pitch black down there.
Not a problem.
How is that not a problem? I mean, how do you even know if there's really a passage to the ocean?
Well, one of us has to try, and I'm the better swimmer.
Time's a-wasting. I'll be back before you know it, son.
Dirk? He's gone. I sure hope he knows what he's doing. It's been 20 minutes. I hope he's okay. What's going on? Uh-oh.
High tide!
That's what I thought. Uh-oh. The water! It's rising and fast! Ah!
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Need air. I don't know how to swim! If I don't grab onto something that floats... This is bad. I better think of something quick. The wood.
The bottle.
I've got it. As long as I hold on to this, I should be able to stay afloat. Excuse me. Yeah, it's no use. The hole's still too high up. I'll have to find another way, and quick, before I drown. This is no good. That water's on top of the altar. Left. Won't be long before it reaches the roof of the cave. Sorry. Hey, maybe I can use this like an oxygen tank. Wait, what am I thinking? I need to stay calm and be more rational about this. Nothing else? Puzzle box is still at the base of the altar. Must have been designed to stay put even at high tide. Wait, that's it! Dr. Buff must have gotten in here from some oceanside entrance at low tide. That's why his footprints were leading out of the lake. So it really does connect to the ocean. Not that that helps. I'd drown before I'd make it out. Water won't stop rising. Ah, I'm getting swept away. Ah, please, stop!
Oh, there you go.
Escape. The water's just high enough for me to reach the hole. I'm saved. All I have to do is go back the way we came. The water might even lift me up all the way back up over that wall of rock. Here goes. There's a rock. Huh? The hole! It's full of rubble. The tunnel collapsing above must have filled it in after we fell through it. This can't be the end.
The end or can't be happening? Whatever.
Close enough.
Yeah.
No, I can't give up now. I refuse to die here. I can't do voices for much longer than this.
No, it's just about it's just about to.
The water, I can't.
With my last breath,
I curse Zoidberg.
I curse Zoidberg.
I can't breathe. Ba 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 ba. Is this the end? Is this the real life? Dirk, I wonder if he made it out. Or is this just fantasy? So, this is what it feels like to drown. I would have eaten that sushi if I'd known it wouldn't be my last meal. I feel like I've been through this before. Ah, now I remember. It was back when the three of us were living in that shack in the mountains. Nayuta and I were playing by the riverside when we got swept up in the rapids. Ah! Ah! I thought we were goners, but then...
Nayuta! Apollo! Hold on, I'm coming! That was a close one. Thought I lost you two.
I'm sorry, Dirk.
Alright, that's enough now. Didn't I teach you that boys don't cry?
Thank you, Father. You could have been killed, but you risked your life to save us. Why?
What a silly question.
What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Nayuta, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me, understand?
Hey, Dirk. This isn't forever, right? You'll bring me back from America someday, right?
Of course. I'll come pick you up as soon as things settle down here. Promise.
Okay, you promised.
Dirk, I waited and waited. For the day you'd come and take me home. But you never came. That's why I tried to forget about you. And my life back in Karine.
But nobody can.
Oof. Dirk. Why? Why didn't you?
Lo, Apollo! Apollo, can you hear me?
Dirk,
Still can't swim, eh?
you came back? But why?
I said I'd come for you, didn't I?
Yeah, but you can't hold me and swim. We're both gonna...
Stop talking. You'll bite your tongue.
What? Whoa, whoa, whoa! We're being pulled under. What's going on? Why is this happening? Ugh. Where?
Ah, you finally came too, son. Get your fill of seawater? Good thing your name's not Neptune, huh?
Dirk.
You're telling me. Check it out. Snot's coming out of his nose. What a miraculous escape. Not even some of the escape artist greats could pull that off.
What on earth happened?
Sorry it took me so long, son. I made it to the ocean, but I figured you still couldn't swim. So I found a local fisherman and had him take us out near the undersea cavern. He tied a rope to me, and I came and grabbed you. Then he yanked me back.
Oh, so that's what pulled us under with such force.
Don't forget about me. I assisted in your escape back too, Polly. I've helped compatriots escape from all sorts of places. Mountain jails, island prisons. But an undersea cavern? Now that was a first.
Dirk, he risked his life for me. Dirk, I'm only alive because of you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I, just did what any father would do for his son.
You saved my life yet again.
I guess seawater doesn't make for much of a good meal. It's because Polly didn't have any sushi.
Oh yeah, I haven't eaten anything since this morning.
Oh, that's all. That's right. Hey, AJ. Dirk had me buy this for you.
Ah,
But you might be hungry. Ready to have some this time around?
yeah, thanks. Oh wow, this is delicious.
Glad you approve. I'd better get some before you eat it all.
Just like old times. Dirk used to slice up the fish he caught and we'd all eat fresh sashimi together. He used to talk about all the vitamins and minerals packed in the raw fish.
Hey, by the way, let me see that orb, AJ.
Here you go.
Whoa, so that's what it looks like! You found the legendary treasure. Nice work, Polly.
Thanks. Guess you could say mission accomplished.
With the orb, our revolution can take a big step forward. Let's celebrate the eve of our revolution. We'll get dressed up and feast till dawn. Yeah, now you're talking. Time to party.
After all that, I just want to go to bed. Sure wish Nayuta was here. Maybe one day we'll enjoy times like these together again. Revolution. If it could bring back those happy days. You could sign me up for... Oh.
That's guess who?
Rods.
Sorry to interrupt your little party, but I'm here for my crystal.
Right, left, halt!
Was this the queen?
No. No, it's him again.
Well done. Then again, I always knew you could do it. After all, we politicians must be excellent judges of character. Still, I'm impressed you both made it out of there alive.
Wait a second. You're the one who shoved us into that pit?
It sounds so bad when you say it like that. All I did was give you a little nudge in the right direction.
So it was you. You no good son of a...
Don't look at me like that. The crystal of Emmy Faye is mine. Now hand it over.
Over my dead body.
Yeah, detective, help.
Yeah, I know.
Emma, what's going on here?
He filed a police report. He claims you're trying to steal his family heirloom.
That's him, the one with the long hair. Arrest him this instant. He's the thief that made off with the Addison family's most precious heirloom.
Well, I suppose I should ask you to come in for questioning. Down at the police station, I think I'll pass. After all, Mr. Reticent seems bent on having me arrested on theft charges.
This is not good. If Dirk gets arrested, he'll be sent back to Karine to face execution.
Sorry, but now that I know you have the crystal, or orb as you call it, I must insist. Will you please come with me, sir?
Emma, I'm afraid I can't let you take Dirk in. He received the orb from Dr. Buff in a perfectly legal transaction.
Is that so? Can you prove it?
Of course. This should sufficiently prove the orb now belongs to Dirk. Oh no. We have no other choice. Take a look at this agreement.
What do we have here? Let's see. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to whom no harm. It appears to be a perfectly legal agreement.
Not so fast. That's not the Founder's Orb. It's the crystal of Emmy Faye, which means their agreement is null and void.
This is going nowhere fast.
You can say that again.
Then it will just have to go to trial. Right, Apollo?
Oh, damn it! Mr. Wright?
Daddy? What's with you two? You look like you just saw a ghost. Mr. Wright, you're hot!
Oh no,
Should I roar like a tiger for you?
No.
Stop!
Oh yeah. Emma mentioned she had seen him around. What are you doing in Karine Village, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Reticent has retained me as his lawyer.
Wait, you're his lawyer? Mr. Wright, why are you serving as Mr. Attison's lawyer?
Because he hired me. He needed my help in getting a family heirloom back from Dr. Buff. And it seems he correctly foresaw that something like this might happen.
It's because those shifty insurgents were asking for Dr. Buff. So I knew I might need a lawyer if things went south. I figured with a celebrated lawyer like Phoenix Wright, I couldn't go wrong.
Is this what you came back from Karine for?
Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright? I'm having trouble keeping breath.
It was just good timing. My work over there just happened to wrap up, so here I am. Plus, Mr. Reticent is a very important client.
They know each other? But I've never even heard Mr. Wright mention his name before. Mr. Wright, are you sure this is Mr. Attison's family heirloom?
That's my client's assertion. He says it's the crystal of Amy Faye. Apparently, it's the crystal she once used when channeling spirits.
Who's Amy Faye?
She brought Kirini's channeling to Japan, and her descendants brought it here. Her true origins are still rather murky, but what's clear is she is the founder of the Karain channeling technique.
Oh, so she's like the one they call the founder in Karain, the Holy Mother.
Apollo, I don't plan to betray my client's confidence. I may not know all the facts yet, but I do know we won't be handing the crystal over to you.
What? Are you saying...
I'm really sorry it's come to this, but
Mr. Wright? I don't understand.
let me spell it out for you then. If you continue to claim that the crystal belongs to your client, then I will be seeing you in court.
What?
What's gotten into you, Daddy? Nothing. This is strictly business.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit. He's got something on Phoenix. He
Maybe.
has no choice but to do this, or else something bad happens to somebody else.
Two lawyers from the same firm facing off? What are the odds? Lucky for me, I believe I have the right man for the job. Whatever are you going to do? Remember, he is your boss.
Ah, how did it come to this? Mr. Wright, please, don't do this.
Apollo, there's no point in arguing about it here. When it's now clear we're headed to court. That's where we'll find out who the crystal really belongs to.
I don't believe it. Am I really going to face Mr. Wright in court?
Daddy, Apollo, no! We can't have our agent's talent competing against each other! It's too late, Tracy. The die has been cast. We each have to fight for our client's best interests. But... So, what's it going to be, Apollo? Are we going to have to take this to trial?
I have to battle Mr. Wright in court? The legendary Phoenix Wright? No matter how many trials of his I've watched, no matter how dire the situation, he's always pulled out a win in the end. Can I do it? Can I really take on the man whose footsteps I've been following in? I owe it to Dirk to at least try. What should I do? Battle. Battle!
We have no real choice.
Yeah. There's no turning back now. If it's a trial you want, Mr. Wright, I'm more than happy to oblige. I'm ready to fight for my client, even if it means facing off against you.
Alright. I won't be pulling any punches either, Apollo. Kid gloves are officially off. May the best attorney win.
You got it!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! First Daddy, now you? Polly, you're not seriously...
Sorry, Trucy, but I have to do this.
Apollo. Alright then. I'd better go prepare for tomorrow. See you in court.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you noticed this one detail, but the shine in his eyes are almost invisible. That's actually a good sign that he's not showing his true motives.
Daddy, no! Wait!
Because it's kind of a... What's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of a drawing style where you don't see the shine in their eyes. There's something going on that's wrong.
Fine mess we've gotten into, son. I've gotten into, son. I mean, of all the lawyers we could have faced, it had to be him. He's practically a celebrity in Karain now. They're calling him the Fighting Phoenix.
I'll be fine! After all, I've come a long way too. Who knows? I could even end up winning. There's always a chance, right?
You know, this may be a blessing in disguise. If the trial proves what we found is indeed the Founder's Orb, then whoever asked Dr. Buff to study it may be revealed too. This is our chance to finally pull them out of the shadows.
The first step of your revolution, huh?
Yes, the revolution to restore Karain to its former glory and save Nayuta's soul.
Dirk, I swear to fight as hard as I can in court to make that a reality. We're gonna win this one, you'll see.
I know you can do it, son.
It doesn't matter that I'll be going up against Mr. Wright. I have to win this for Dirk. And for Nayuta. His salvation along with all of Karain depends on it.
Alrighty, folks, we're going to take a very quick break, and then we will be back with Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish it this time.